Hey there, little adventurers. It's time to snuggle into those cozy beds and get ready for a magical journey.
Oh, I love magical journeys. Where are we going tonight?
Tonight, we're diving into a world of color and dreams with a story called The Painting That Comes to Life.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. I can't wait to hear it.
Me too.
Huh.
So picture this. It's a rainy afternoon, and two brothers, Isaac and Jacob, are stuck inside their art class.
Oh no, stuck inside on a rainy day.
I know, it sounds kind of gloomy, right? But their teacher, Mrs. Roberts, gave them a super exciting assignment:
What was it?
to paint a place they'd love to visit.
Ooh, fun. That sounds way better than just drawing apples and bowls of fruit.
Right. So Jacob, he's all about spaceships and rockets.
Of course, every kid loves spaceships. Did he draw himself blasting off to the moon?
Probably. But Isaac, he had a different kind of adventure in mind.
What did he paint?
He dipped his brush in bright green paint and started creating a beautiful valley.
A valley. What kind of valley?
Imagine rolling golden hills with a sparkling blue river winding through the middle.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
And in the distance, a giant mountain that seemed to touch the sky.
Wow, that's quite a picture.
He even painted tiny little wildflowers dotting the hillsides
Oh, sweet.
and colorful birds with feathers that shimmered like rainbows.
Those are my favorite kind of birds.
When he was finished, Jacob peeked over and gasped.
What did he say?
"Whoa, Isaac, it looks like a real fairy tale."
He was right. You know, it's amazing how much detail we can pack into a painting when we really use our imaginations.
Right. And here comes the exciting part. As Isaac added the finishing touches to his painting, the colors started to glow.
Glow? What do you mean?
It was as if the sun had suddenly burst through the clouds and shone directly onto the canvas.
Really?
The river started sparkling, and the birds looked like they were about to fly right off the page.
That's the power of imagination, bringing things to life right before our eyes.
Exactly. And then guess what happened?
What?
Isaac and Jacob felt this funny tugging sensation.
Tugging, like someone was pulling them.
Yeah, as if someone was gently pulling them towards the painting.
Ooh, I bet I know what's gonna happen next.
Before they knew it, whoosh, they were sucked right into the canvas.
No way! They went inside the painting.
Yep, and landed smack dab in the middle of Isaac's painted valley.
Wow. Now that's what I call a deep dive.
Right. Suddenly, everything Isaac had painted was real. The air smelled fresh and sweet.
Like wildflowers.
Exactly. The grass tickled their toes, and the sun felt warm on their skin.
I wish I could feel the warm sun right now.
Me too. They can even hear the gentle gurgling of the river as it flowed through the valley.
It must have felt like a dream come true.
Totally. And speaking of dreams, as Isaac and Jacob explored their painted world, they stumbled upon something truly extraordinary.
Ooh, what was it?
A wise old man with a long white beard and kind twinkling eyes.
Sounds like a magical grandpa.
His name was Elidrus, and he welcomed them to the valley as if he had been expecting them all along.
Wait, how did he know their names? That's kind of spooky.
It is a little mysterious.
Yeah.
Well, Elidrus explained that he was the keeper of the painted valley.
The keeper.
He said that whenever someone poured their heart and soul into a painting, the valley would come to life, just for them.
Wow. So it was Isaac's painting that brought the valley to life.
Exactly. He even knew that Isaac had painted tiny sparkling trees in a hidden grove,
How did he know that?
because Isaac had dreamed of a place filled with wonder and light, and Elidrus could see that in his painting.
That's so cool. It shows that every detail we imagine, every brushstroke we make can shape the world we create.
Absolutely. And you won't believe what Isaac and Jacob did next. They spent the whole afternoon exploring their painted valley.
With Elidrus as their guide.
You got it. They climbed the giant mountain, and you know what they found at the very top?
I'm trying to picture it. Was it a castle? A friendly dragon?
Uh-huh. Those are great guesses.
Okay, I give up. What was it?
It was even more amazing than that. At the top of the mountain was a breathtaking waterfall.
A waterfall.
Imagine a giant cascade of water rushing down the rocks, sparkling like a million diamonds.
Ooh, I can practically see it.
It was so beautiful that Isaac and Jacob couldn't stop staring.
I bet. You know, waterfalls are not just beautiful, they're also really important for nature.
Oh, how so?
They help carve out mountains and valleys, and they provide fresh water for plants and animals.
That's amazing. I never thought of it that way.
It's like nature's way of creating a giant, sparkly water slide.
That's a great way to put it. Isaac and Jacob even saw a family of otters playing in the pools of water at the bottom.
Aw, otters.
They were having so much fun, sliding down the rocks and splashing each other with their tails.
Sounds like they were having their own little water park adventure. You know, sometimes the best part of an adventure is sharing it with friends.
So true. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the valley, Elidris reminded the boys that it was almost time to go back.
Already. But their adventure was just getting started.
I know, but all good things must come to an end, right?
I suppose so.
Elidris told them to follow the river until they found a shimmering circle of light. It was a magic portal that would lead them back to their art class.
A magic portal. Ooh, I can't wait to hear about that.
But before we find out, let's take a quick pause. We've had a lot of adventures so far tonight.
That's a great idea. We can let our imaginations rest for a bit and come back to the story in a little while. Okay, little adventurers, are we all cozy and ready to dive back into the story?
I hope so. It's time to find out what happens to Isaac and Jacob.
Right, we left them following the river, searching for that magic portal.
And as they walked, they noticed the trees around them were starting to sparkle.
Sparkle? What do you mean?
They shimmered with an almost magical glow. Even the air seemed to shimmer with tiny rainbows.
Do you think that sparkle came from Isaac's imagination?
Maybe. Remember how Elidris said the valley came to life from Isaac's heart? Maybe those sparkly details were signs that Isaac had a lot of magic inside him too.
You could be right. Sometimes when artists pour their heart into their work, they add a little bit of their own magic into it.
That must be what makes art so special. And I bet that magic helped guide them to the portal.
So they found it.
They did. They kept following those sparkling trees. Just as the sun started to set, they found it. Right there, in the middle of a clearing, was a shimmering circle of light.
Ooh, just like Elidris described. I wonder what it looked like.
It must have been pretty amazing. But one thing's for sure, Isaac and Jacob knew this was their way back home.
But they were just starting to have fun.
I know, but even magical adventures have to end sometime.
Yeah, so we can start new ones.
Exactly. Plus, Elidris promised them that the Painted Valley would always be there waiting for them in their imaginations.
That's a nice thought. So even though they were leaving, a part of the valley would always stay with them.
Like a secret, magical memory in their hearts.
And when they go through the portal.
Taking a deep breath, Isaac and Jacob held hands and stepped right in. And in a blink of an eye, whoosh, they were back in their art class.
Wow, that was fast. Just like that, back to reality.
They were sitting right in front of Isaac's painting.
I wonder if anyone even noticed they were gone.
Probably not. It was like their journey into the painting was their little secret.
So what happened next?
They looked at the canvas with all its glowing colors and details, and they knew their adventure in the Painted Valley would always be a special memory.
A reminder that imagination can take us to amazing places.
That makes me wonder, what if we all have the power to create our own painted valleys?
What do you mean?
Well, Isaac took his dreams and ideas and turned them into a real magical place. What if we can do the same thing using just our imaginations?
You mean our imaginations are like paintbrushes?
Exactly. We can use them to create worlds and stories all in our minds.
And the best part is, we don't need any special supplies, just a little creativity and imagination.
That's right. Who knows, maybe if we practice enough, our imaginary worlds could become just as real as Isaac's.
Well, even if they don't magically come to life, they can still bring us a lot of joy.
They can spark our curiosity and help us see the world in new ways.
And each of us has our own special way of imagining things. So the worlds we create will be just as special as we are.
I like that. So next time you're feeling a bit bored, grab your invisible paintbrush, close your eyes, and let your imagination run wild.
Who knows what adventures you'll have?
So, what do you say? Want to try making up our own imaginary worlds right now?
Sure. I'm ready for an adventure. Let's close our eyes and see where our imaginations take us.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I think I'm going to imagine a world made entirely of candy.
Ooh, a candy world. That sounds delicious. What kind of candy are we talking about?
The ground is made of soft, chewy caramel,
Yum.
and the trees have branches made of licorice and leaves made of gummy bears.
I love gummy bears. What about houses?
Gingerbread houses with frosting roofs
Of course.
and candy cane chimneys.
Naturally. It wouldn't be a candy house without candy cane chimneys. Does it rain in this candy world?
Instead of rain, it sprinkles chocolate chips and sprinkles.
Wow. Now that's my kind of weather forecast. Who lives in this candy world?
Fluffy marshmallow bunnies hop around,
Adorable.
and chocolate chip cookie birds sing in the trees.
Sounds delightful. Anything else?
lollipop butterflies with wings made of spun sugar,
Beautiful. This place sounds magical.
and rivers of chocolate flow through caramel valleys.
Wow. What would we do in your candy world?
We can have picnics on marshmallow clouds,
Sounds fun.
swing from licorice vines, and build gingerbread castles.
I'm in. It's the perfect place to let our imaginations run wild.
It is, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's so easy to create our own worlds when we use our imagination.
The best part is there are no limits. We can create anything we can dream up.
From silly candy worlds to exciting outer space adventures.
Or peaceful underwater kingdoms.
Well, little adventurers, it's time to say goodnight.
Sweet dreams.
If you love tonight's story and want to hear more, subscribe to @Starrhymestv on YouTube for more bedtime stories.
We have tons of adventures waiting for you.
Until next time, keep those imaginations sparkling.